We're going to start off today yet again with welding in the cage into the 240. We finally have everything where it needs to be test fitted. We still need to weld in the door bars to the main hoops, but everything else in between has been welded. Just a few more spots left, and then we can finally weld it to the chassis, and it'll be in there for good. Well, I guess technically it's already in there for good, isn't it?
Yeah, you ain't getting this out now. Once you connect this front hoop,
it's in there
to the main hoop, you need a cutoff wheel at that point.
And we also took out the heater core box already. Smoke's already went ahead and tagged in the new dash bar, so no more heater core for us.
That's the notch right there.
Yeah. Nice. That's the great thing about these cage kit cages. Not only do they fit super snug, but they're all outlined, so we know exactly where each bar needs to be.
Yeah, there's no guesswork.
Yeah, no guessing here.
Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting here with a level, making sure everything's sitting level, and then also you gotta worry about is the ground level.
True. Yeah, that's another whole
Not a lot of
factor.
people think about that. Is my garage floor level?
And then is the car level? Is the suspension level?
Yeah, it does play a big factor. Some cars are raked forward, some are raked
right,
depending on how you drive and what courses you're on.
Yeah, this is looking pretty sweet in here.
Want to hand me that pedal so we can put this side?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I feel Italian on all this spaghetti.
Freaking smokes. Something we need to work on out here on the Integra sedan is this harness. A few videos ago, I went to the junkyard and found a 98 sedan, and I pulled out the dash harness. You're probably wondering, why do you need a dash harness? It's kind of a random piece to replace. Unfortunately, the radio in the Integra sedan stopped working. It would say DC error on the screen here. DC error means short to ground usually. So what I did was pull out the radio, pull off the connector. I got my multimeter and checked each pin, and I was trying to see if there was a short to ground. I was putting it on ohms, and if it reads 0, that's a ground. And there was more than one ground. So with there being more than one pin reading 0, that tells me there's some shorts to ground going on. And that is honestly how cars burn to the ground. So I want to pull a dash, but we're going to inspect it before I replace it because I want to see if there's any obvious marks where the harness could be pinched. Oh, and another thing, the driver door handle broke off of this thing. This is the common failure for Integras. Can't believe this thing has 328,000 on it. All right, so Smoke's got this rear section of the door bar tacked in. Now we're trying to close up this front hoop section to the lower part. You can kind of see there's quite a bit of a gap right now. And that could have just happened from welding this and it conforming differently and warping. So we put a ratchet strap on here just to pull it in. Oh my God, that's tight. There we go, no more gap. Welder in place. Couple hidden screws behind this dash vent here. And this should all just pull out. Yeah. Move my S15. Shout out to Logan for this guy. It's always best to pull the clocks from the top left. Then we have one 10 mil right in the center there. I'm pretty sure I have all the hardware free from this dash. It moves very nicely. Oh, actually I need to take off these bottom screws here still, but that's easy. But another thing I need to figure out is what connectors to unplug from the fuse box because the harness is actually coming out with the dash. For some cars, you can take off the dash and the harness remains, but no, the harness is built into this dash. So, looks like we have a green connector, which I've already found. Then we got a blue one here. It's all the way tucked up here. Now we got one screw left. I don't know how I forgot about this, but there's one more 10 mil directly in the bottom center here. So I got to take off this center console first. And there it is, all the way down there. All right, now, oh, oops.
200 bucks.
Finally, the dash is out. Let's see what we need to do on this 240. So you say you want to move the cage a little bit forward, Smokey?
Yeah, we need to move the cage forward.
Okay. How should we do that? Just beat it forward or?
I've been beating it forward and it ain't moving. We need to come along it basically. I don't have enough energy to sit here all day beating it. Already. Putting this pipe in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could see it. Yeah, so she needs to move a little bit.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Is the car in gear? Where's reverse? So I can put it in reverse because
6. There you go.
That's reverse. Okay.
Yeah. Is it moving? Can you see it?
Is my truck moving or is the car moving?
No, the car's not moving. Oh, your truck's moving. Wait, do it again. You're pulling your whole truck up. All right, Smokes, how we doing? Did we get it lined up?
I think so.
What we were trying to do is pull the cage a little bit more forward so this bar would be even down here on this base plate. Oh yeah, it's flush now. It's locked into position. Yeah, looks good on this side too. And how are we looking up here? Perfect.
I can't really see that side. I could look at that. All right.
I think he has a second mic, to be honest with you.
That boom mic should be fine.
Yeah, it does work.
So we got Mike over here doing his little side quest. Today on the main quest here. Let's see what his ratchet strap does when we let go. See if it bounces or pops, any attacks. Hopefully nothing. There's a lot of tension in this. Oh god, it's stuck. Here we go. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing pops.
No one got killed.
Yeah, I didn't get smacked in the face with a fucking ratchet strap. Time to do the other side.
Oh yeah, I could hear it. Most of it was just the metal.
Oh. Today was a bad day for this ratchet strap. My ratchet strap folded.
All right, let's take a look at this dash. See what the harness looks like. Ooh, that could have been smushed right there. That's not good. I'm not seeing anything else too obvious other than this spot right here. Because I will mention, sometimes when the radio would stop working, if I reached my hand in there and tugged the harness a little bit and just jiggled it around, then the radio would start working. That's why I think that the dash harness is the issue. Either way, we're gonna replace it while it's off. So let's take off all of our accessories. Gotta unplug the clock, take out the cluster. Now, luckily, when I pulled this out of the junkyard, I took some pictures of how it's supposed to fit in the dash from the factory. So I'm gonna route it exactly the same.
Come on. So much tension there. Oh!
Your welds hold?
Yeah?
Nice. Some B-roll for the channel.
Now I got the picture. When was this taken?
Good move.
March 13th.
Perfect.
You think this needs to be prepped at all?
Hell no.
Dude, what's the gap looking like over there? I got that far away from the A-pillar.
When it goes down though.
No, like...
Yeah, but when it goes down, it's gonna break it closer.
Dude, it's far. I don't think it's gonna pull that much in.
It's gonna pull something in.
I think we need to ratchet strap this over.
We could do that.
You know?
Don't lie to me.
2.5. Does that look even?
It does.
I don't know. Ford Ranger.
Yeah, it's good.
Just chilling in the.
Loki, do you got a bungee cord?
Alright, don't grab all.
What do you mean? I got a helmet. I thought we're tacking it, not welding it.
Oh, nice bead though. Thank you.
Nice.
With the motivation of ice cream.
I love welding.
Don't weld the hammer.
I've done that.
You ready to pop it?
Yeah.
Ready?
Release all tension. It's in place.
Here. Screen grab.
Right.
4K screen grab.
I don't even know what this video's about.
Slovakian squat.
Yeah. I could do it.
See the focus though.
Yeah, hurry up, bro.
I'm about it. I'm almost ready for dinner. Got it all reinstalled, ready to put it back in the car. Hopefully we don't have any issues this time. I think before the main issue was right here. The harness was actually resting along this ridge. So with it being in the correct spot and having the clips attached, I think we will be fine. Oh, that doesn't sit right. I think I have a spare. Let me go see if I have one. Yeah, see, they lose a tab sometimes. There's one, and then not on that side. The dash is back in and ready to rock, but I do want to clean up this radio harness because it's kind of nasty looking. All right, got the radio reinstalled. Let's see if it works. Oh, that's a good sign. So here it would usually say DC error, but it's just saying aux, so that gives me hope. Let's do a quick bass test. Success! We did it. Thankfully that harness swap was worth it and the radio now works. Now there are a few other pieces I need to put on this car, like the door handle, but I need to find this handle. I do have a passenger handle. That one's already snapped off too. It's a pretty common issue with these cars. But all right, let's move back to working on the S13 cage. Smokes and I have this cage officially tacked into position, so I'm gonna finish welding up what I can, and then I think he's gonna come back and TIG weld the rest of his seams. But honestly, we're gonna just MIG weld the plates to the chassis, and then also MIG weld the plates to the cage. But other than that, this thing is looking pretty sweet. All these welds are incredible. Oh, we also have to do the base plates in the back, and then also level out that strut bar in the back because there's no notches to line it up to anything. Oh, and it's a good thing I'm looking back here. We actually have to weld these strut braces into the shock tower. Luckily, I've already prepped the metal, so that won't be too difficult. And additionally, man, I thought I was almost done. Good thing I'm looking around. We have to stitch weld the wheel wells to the floorboards here. I showed in the previous video grinding out this adhesive and how this entire panel flexes. It's only spot welded all the way up here, and then there's a tiny tack weld right here from the factory. So this is all free. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is moving right now. I did already stitch weld this side when I put the car back together. So yeah, we have quite a bit of welding left to do, I guess. I thought we were almost done. I got my good friend Chris over here. He brought his S13 by, and we are doing some fun stuff today. Finally putting on your livery, huh?
Finally putting it on. Should look pretty good, I think.
Dude, it's gonna be sweet.
Let's see.
For those of you guys who don't know, me and Chris go way back to high school. This is one of the guys that got me into S13s in the first place. And here we are working on S13s together.
Yeah, 10 years later.
10 years, or almost, is it 11 now?
11, maybe? Somewhere around.
I don't know, let's not count. Got the reference photo here.
Yeah.
Okay. For now, we're just taping everything on just to make sure everything looks good and it's in the right spot.
There we go.
Dude, it's gonna be sweet. Sticker placement has been verified for the base. So we're gonna clean the fender, clean the quarter, and then stick it on for good. Oh, it's like chrome underneath. Man. So it's gonna be reflective blue, that's sweet. Oh.
I think we got it.
Have to commit.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror. So satisfying. It's just coming to life.
I think he has it cut for overs.
Well, we were not too happy with how this one lined up, so we're gonna see if our
Printer guy can make us one in a different, I guess, radius. And then we forgot his skirt at his house, so we can't mount the rest of the rear stuff because it all overlays onto the skirt.
I'll wipe it off.
Oh, you got hood stuff? Let's do the hood stuff. Is it in here? Oh, you got it up there. All right. Oh, what does this one look like?
Bag number 2.
Oh, what? That's all going on the hood?
So just
Dude. Oh, just those? Oh, it's double layered? That's cool.
yeah, that should be pretty cool, yeah.
Definitely sweet. Wax on, wax off. Does it go in the middle at all? Or just the
I think I
outside?
got something for the middle.
Oh, you do?
At least for like right up here.
Oh, okay. We're trying to decide which one was left versus right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's shadowed on the outside there.
Oh, blue on the inside? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna look sweet. What do you have for the center?
I forget. It's just another brand.
Oh, a logo here?
Yeah. another
Cool,
logo.
cool. Oh, no. Perfect. So good. The layers make it look sweet.
For sure.
We got the cage cooking up a bit, but you put on the stickers already for the lettering. Oh, dude,
Getting there.
that's cool. It's sweet that it's reflective. It's almost like a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a mirror. Wow,
Sorry.
that's cool. It's subtle, but when the light hits it right, it pops. We are making some killer progress welding this cage to the car. The cage is welded to the plate is welded to the chassis. Although I will say I probably should have welded these plates in first because it was very difficult to get to some of these areas. But somehow I managed to get it done. This side looks pretty good as well. So now we're gonna work our way back to the B-pillar section. I will say it is really nice welding to thicker metal like this. When I welded this S13 back together, a lot of it is paper thin metal, so it would just burn out and blow out and just leave holes, and you had to fill them in, and it's just a very annoying process. But welding thick metal like this, cage material, man, it's so satisfying. We've made quite the progress today. Got the rear shock tower caps welded in, everything on the B-pillar section is welded in, and obviously the A-pillars where we started, all welded in. We will still have to complete welding the door bars as well as the rear bars, and then also that rear strut bar. But you can't rush the process. That's just another step in the right direction. Unfortunately, Chris had to head out early for the day. Luckily, we were able to start doing his livery on his car, but we'll have to finish that another day. We're gonna be working on his car in probably the next video, special little project. Hopefully it'll benefit you guys as well. It's some last minute drift prep / drivability prep. We do have a drift event next weekend. It's actually Clean Culture. I'll put the flyer on here so you guys can see it. If you guys are nearby, come check it out, come say hi. Hope to see you there. Well, alright guys, that's gonna end today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you have a second, please double check if you're still subscribed. I've been hearing people are getting unsubscribed randomly. Don't let that be you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.